Hi, my name is William DeHaven, and today I want to talk to you guys about my experience with losing loved ones and how it has taught me some life lessons. So I just want to go right off the bat, ask you guys if you've ever heard the expression that there's only two things in life that there's no solution to, and that's death and taxes. It's an expression that kind of used to get me through my days, and one that I used to think of as almost a joke. But since losing some loved ones in the past year, I've started to look through it in a different lens. And losing loved ones has really taught me three things. And it's taught me, number one, to appreciate the time that we have now with the loved ones we still have. It's taught me to actually cope and deal with death. And it's taught me to remember those we've lost. And although it's healthy to move on, it's also important to keep a piece of them with us at all times and always remember them. So, with that being said, I do believe that the most important thing to take away and the most important lesson I've learned is to appreciate the time that we have now with the people we still have. Just because obviously we can't go back in time and we can't change the past and we can't bring anybody back. So I think being in the present and appreciating those that we have now is the most important thing, the most important life lesson that I've learned from dealing with losing loved ones. All right, so appreciating the time that we have with the people that we still have. So before this past year, I used to think, just work, 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 school, 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 and sacrificing time with family and friends was necessary to be successful. And, you had to work hard. And obviously, hard work is important, and school is important as well. But something that I've learned to do now is just to balance the time that you spend working hard and working on school, as well as spending time with family. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, school comes and goes, jobs come and go, but family is forever. And in my experience, my family's always been there for me. So it's only fair that I am there for them and spend time with them and make sure that they know that I love them. So the second life lesson that I've learned in my experience was to just actually being able to cope with loss and how to accept it. So one thing that I do a lot and that I actually make it a point to do is spending time alone. I spend a lot of time by myself. I mean, I spend a lot of time with friends and family as well, but I actually make it a point to spend time on my own and with my own thoughts and gather my own thoughts, and that's really helped me. Also, just being able to accept that in life, the end is part of the journey, and just accepting the fact that death is inevitable. You can't escape it. Just having that thought going through my mind has really helped me deal with it. And also, quite the opposite of what I first mentioned of spending time alone, I also like talking about my feelings with my family or with my friends. Talking about your feelings is very important. And I try to tell myself all the time, try not to think of like, oh, well, it could be worse or you're fine, get over it. It's okay to feel the way that you feel, and it's okay to talk to people about the way that you feel. And it actually helps, and it helps you feel better, and it's helped me feel better. So yeah, spending time alone, but also making sure to share your feelings and talk to people about your emotions and your feelings is an important balance and an important mixture. So the third life lesson that I have learned is to celebrate people's lives instead of doing a lot of mourning, celebrating and keeping physical reminders. Although it is healthy to move on, I think keeping a piece of them with us is very important. So with that, I just want to show you guys something that I have. So this box is actually a box that my grandpa that I just recently lost. It was his box. He used to keep his bracelets and stuff in here. So on the inside, I have a couple of his bracelets. And then also inside I have, from my other grandpa who passed, a little marble ball that was in his house. I don't know why he had it, but I thought it looked cool and he owned it. So keeping physical memories like that has really helped me. Just, keeping a piece of them with me, although it is, like I said, healthy to move on and to accept it, it's also a good thing, in my opinion, to keep physical reminders and to keep part of them with us at all times. All right, so death and taxes, two things that we can't avoid, but two things that we can learn to deal with. And for me, what's helped with dealing with death is spending time with those that we still have and appreciating those that we still have, spending some alone time and sharing my feelings, and also keeping physical reminders just to keep a part of the people we've lost with me. That's worked for me. That's helped me deal with death. Now, as for taxes, I can't help you with that. You're on your own with that. I don't know how to deal with that yet. So thank you all for listening to me, and I hope my life lessons and my information can help you guys as well.